my lovelies, hello and welcome to my channel. So I wanted to talk about foot massager. I wanted to talk about a topic that is very, very important to me because I am unlearning it. I'm putting on some lip chap. I put on my lip chap because I ain't gonna be talking y'all crusty lips on, you know what I'm saying? Even though I do it out there anyway. I do it anyway. Just try not to do it as much. So, perfectionism. That is the topic. Perfectionism. Guys, perfectionism is a disease. It's a disease. It is because you hold yourself to these expectations and then you hold other people to these expectations because these are the expectations you have for yourself. But sometimes that overwhelming achievement to get them done can really burn you out. It can not only burn you out, but it can also make you unhappy. And I don't want to be an unhappy woman. That's just, I'm going to find some joy in my day some way, okay? Yes. So, some things that have helped me overcome perfectionism is letting things be a little messy. Just a little bit, right? Like my nails, they look good from far away, but up close, they're not perfect at all. And at first I was about to take the whole thing off and start over, but I was like, they don't have to be perfect. Look at this. Look at this. I'm like, they don't have to be perfect. They are done. They don't have to be perfect. They look neat enough. They don't have to be perfect, right? My flyaways. Y'all see how I keep on? But this right here, it's a baby hair. Oh well. Like, you can put some gel on that and get that really slick if you really care about it that much. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. So, learning that I don't have to be perfect and knowing that I can't be perfect is helping me a lot in giving myself that grace that I've been talking about since I started this channel, and accepting myself in certain areas that I can push to be better in, but knowing that it's progress, not perfection. And that's what's helping me overcome a lot of things, right? Start now. Just start. You don't have to wait till you have all the skill sets and all the things, and because then you'll never start. Start while you don't know much, so that way you can, learn to grow and do the things, and also have like milestone moments in what you're learning. That's what I call them, milestone moments. You know what I'm saying? And you learning about this thing ever so passionately, right? So, yes, I am overcoming perfectionism, because y'all, I would not post for real if it's not like to the T. It has to be to the T. To the T. Y'all know how I feel about that. If y'all ever see me drink something with a red straw, it's one of the two. Chick-fil-A or Smoothie King. One of the two. Right. What else? Oh, finding me a hobby, I guess, that will allow me to be messy. Just be messy. Like, messy to an extent though, but like just letting things just come out without it being perfect. Kind of just like easing my way into it as well. Because when I realize I'm good at something, I go, whew, instead of this is way healthier than whew. You know what I mean? So moderation. Doing things in moderation will help kill that perfectionism as well. Yeah. And also with this, what ties in with perfectionism is unrealistic expectations of yourself. And that right there comes from comparison. So definitely that book I was reading, Killing Comparison, that has really helped me a lot in understanding that I don't need to have what someone else has it, because 9 times out of 10, I don't want it. Just because you got there first does not mean that it will last. Yeah! I'd rather God take his time and prepare me than me just do something I can't do. I rebuke that, you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather really use this time that God has ever so graciously blessed me with, that I've been fighting for the longest, which is really a blessing for me, to just really get to know him and really get to bask in his presence and his goodness, and really just get to experience those laughs, like that intimate relationship with God and with myself also, which is what I'm really, really excited for, because I owe myself a lot of time, and I'm grateful that I'm catching it. She needed to be caught, you know what I'm saying? She needed to be caught, and she's caught now. She's caught. She's caught in the goodness of God. Okay. Look. Right. And I'm really grateful that God has given me the opportunity to realize that I'm becoming, right? And becoming means that the things that you used to do will not work for this new version of you, because this new version of you is going to require more. I require more. Way more. And because I require more, I cannot expect anyone else to give me that more. It has to come from me, and it has to come from God. Simple as that. And in that, I really just want you guys to understand that the answer is never outside of you. It's always in you. It's always in you. God will always send you back to him, and then he'll have you look at yourself. And so this uncomfortable feeling that I have kind of been trying to just walk over has come back. And God and I have and are working through these things, because they need to be worked through. In order to grow through it, you have to kind of walk through that mud. You know what I mean? It's not a running thing. I can't speed this up. Even though it's very uncomfortable for me, that's exactly where I need to be. I look at this opportunity with joy, because I get to heal from just stuff in general. So I'm definitely very grateful for that. I get to heal from relationships that I did not choose. I get to heal from relationships with myself. I get to heal from things that I put myself in. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. So walking through this stuff is not going to be the prettiest thing, right? But this time around, I can go in it with no fear because I'm not doing it by myself. I got the good Lord on my side. I'm not doing it by myself. I got Jesus on my side. I'm doing it with Jesus. I'm walking through this trial and tribulation with Jesus. So I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be just fine. Just fine, girl. I'm gonna be just fine. I realize that what I also realize is that just because it's hard doesn't mean it's good. This goes for friendships, family ships, relationships, any type of ship. Ships have water. And if that boat don't float on water, that ain't your boat. Get on another boat. You might need to go to an island with some real water. So, getting someone to choose me, getting someone difficult to choose me, it made me, it revolted me because it's just like, why am I trying to get you to choose me? What? I love me. I choose me, so I'm going to choose me. I don't want to have to force nobody's hand to love me. Like, when you say it out loud, it sounds so stupid. You sound so dumb. Like, I'm trying to get somebody to choose me. You don't get a prize for making somebody that's difficult and emotionally not there to choose you. It doesn't make you any more special. It doesn't make you any less beautiful or any more beautiful. You gotta have good judgment with these things. And I feel like I'm doing a better job than I did before. So I'm learning. Peace. And I can't expect to want something that, to be honest, I wasn't even giving to myself. So I have to give it to me first. First and consistently. Yeah. Yeah. Being pretty on the outside will mean nothing if you are unhealed on the inside. And healing is a constant evolutionary state, right? But in it being a constant and evolutionary state, in a conscious state, you have to be willing to sit with the ugly things. You have to be willing to admit, okay, I've been doing this for a while now, and it's not helping me anymore. It's actually not. And because I aspire and am moving in a place of growth, that outdated solution has to die. It has to go. And I'm okay with that. I'm more than okay with it. I'm happy with that because that means I get to open up and see another side of myself that is more fluid, that is more je ne sais quoi, trusting. Ooh, that's a good one. More trusting in God. You know, I was gonna say, no, in God. In God, like, in God, more trusting in God, because He's God. I think it's time I actually just really let myself blossom without the expectation of a reward besides me seeing myself evolve. Did you catch that? The only motive I have here is to see myself evolve. That's it. Evolve in another way. It's like I've been evolving, and I've clearly evolved a lot in the last 8 months. But I think this evolution is a little bit different, because this evolution requires me to depend on God way more. Am I aware that I just spent $15 on Chick-fil-A? Even though I don't have a job, I am. Did I regret it? No. No. I had 2 purchases today, coffee and Chick-fil-A. That's it. Am I aware that I need to stop spending my money on food? Yes. Am I aware that not everything deserves a response? Yes. Am I aware that the only reason why I was attracted to emotionally unavailable people was because I thought it would heal something in me? But it actually didn't. It never did. It never did. It only actually made me colder. So, I'm giving y'all the tea because, but the only way that I can stop being emotionally unavailable is if I stop ignoring my emotions. Ooh. And there's the truth. There you have it, folks. The truth. And then I realized, okay, this is enough for me. I'm good. I disconnect. But then I realized, as I'm walking through some things myself, I realized nobody really ever gets anything the first time. Like, it's repetition that comes with getting it right? And I feel that as I get it right, and not be right to be right, but make the mistakes to get it right? It just comes with the territory. It's like when you're learning how to write for the first time. You don't know what you're doing, but you try your best, and as you continue to write, you get better. So, like when I started working out, I didn't really know what I was doing. I mean, I had help, but then once I started doing it on my own and doing more research and knowing what to do and asking questions and being around people who know what they're doing and seeing the results they want to see, it made me understand, okay, this is what working out is, right? I am not going to try to speed up this process because I can be impatient sometimes. I really want that patient fruit of the spirit because it's important in general. And anything you want to do, you're going to have to be patient because everything has a time. Whether you like it or not. Everything has a time, babe. Everything has a time. So, yeah. That's pretty much what I'm doing to overcome perfectionism. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real. You can't be a perfect person, but you can be a good person. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be perfect, but I want to be good. I want to not. Let me rephrase that. I want to be a great person, but not at the expense of myself. I don't want to be great at the expense of myself. No, I'm not a martyr. No, thank you. No, I'm not a martyr. I'm not. I'm going to put myself first. And I don't feel bad for it. Yes, I'm going to listen to what God says for sure. And I'm still going to be selfless, but it's an extent. It's definitely an extent. It's an extent. It's definitely an extent. So, yeah. Anywho. So, yeah. I hope some of the things I shared about what, I'm doing to help me overcome this perfectionism itch is helping you guys be a little messy sometimes. Not everything has to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be real. Not perfect, real. Work on that skill. Period. So I just really am glad that you guys tuned into this video. I'm devoted to my healing. So you guys have a wonderful and amazing night, and I will see you guys in the next video. Period. I keep saying period because it sounds good. It's like me saying the actual period out loud, and it sounds really good. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you all so much. I love y'all so much.